I am so excited to be live. I don't know of you, but I am so excited because today is the day 2 of Parenting Beyond Pattern Masterclass. And it is also the last day of the 2-day free masterclass. So I'm so excited to be live with you all. So before we should start, in the comment section, I would love you to type, to just type immediately. Use your keyboard to type where you're joining me from, your name, and please make sure you put the green color or the purple color love emoji in your comment section. That will go a long way. Thank you very much once again, and you are all welcome to the day 2 of the Parenting Beyond Pattern Masterclass. And before we should dive into the day 2 of the Parenting Beyond Pattern Masterclass, I will need to repeat where I stopped yesterday, where the network stopped me. Actually, I didn't know that the timing was reading on the screen, and I was busy talking, but I don't know that it was not reading. So until when I now went back to catch the replay, I realized that on the video it's showing 34 minutes, but when you start watching, it will stop at 17 minutes. I'm really sorry for the hitches yesterday. So reason, I will continue from where I stopped yesterday. So I stop at the difference between obedience and connection. Obedience, external control, and the connection, internal control. So the internal guidance in this context refers to the strong emotional bond and trust between parents and child that helps the child develop inner values, self-awareness, and the desire to do what's right, even when no one is watching that child. That's connection. In brackets, internal guidance. So the key characteristics, yesterday I was mentioning the key characteristics. So I mentioned number 1, rooted in relationship, the child feels loved, secured. I mentioned number 2, driven by internal value. The child learns to make choices based on what's right, not what will avoid punishment. Then the third one is built through consistent presence, and I think that was where the network stopped me. Yes, the network stopped me. So through consistent persistence, I said regular bonding, listening, and emotional attachment helps the child build a strong conscience. So if you're regularly bonding with your child, keenly listening to the child, and if you are emotionally attached to the child, that will make the child free to always come back to you to tell you whatsoever it is. But if you are that parent that you are present but the child is not feeling your presence, it will certainly chase the child away from you. And as time goes on, anytime the child comes to tell you what their problems are and you keep sending the child away, a day is coming that the child cannot longer tell you, because he will always remember you sending him away anytime he comes. So as parents, we need to regularly bond, listen, and create emotional attachment with our children. The fourth key characteristic is promote emotional intelligence. Children learn to recognize, express, and regulate their emotions in healthy ways. So if you're connected to your child will see how you regulate your emotion. And from there, the child will also learn to regulate their emotions, and they will know how to express their anger in such a way that it won't be chaotic. So it is very important to promote emotional intelligence while connecting with your child. Then the last one is it fosters ownership and accountability. Children take responsibility for their actions, knowing they have the safety to grow and learn. So if you are connected with your child, They will always take responsibility of their actions, and they will know that this place is a safe haven for them to come and learn and to pour out their minds to you. But if you are not fostering that ownership, it will also create a negative impact in the life of your child. So I will be rounding the day one. I'll be rounding it up with the 5 P's of parenting beyond patterns so that you understand it more better and it will stick more in your brain. So these 5 pillars, the 5 P's of parenting beyond patterns, the P's is the alphabet P. So I am rounding it with the 5 P's of parenting beyond patterns. These 5 pillars will help parents break harmful cycles and raise children with connection, faith, and purpose. The number 1 P, can't heal what you won't reveal. So if you want healing, you have to reveal that sin that wounded you. If you want to be healed, you really need to open up. So in this aspect, you need to identify the inherited parenting styles that our parents raised us with and which are not in any way helping us. If you are able to identify those inherited parenting pattern, then you will be able to now raise your children in a way that it won't what should I even say there? In the way that it won't affect the society. So sometimes sit down and ask yourself, where did I learn this way of parenting? Yes. For example, if you are the kind of parent that yell anyhow, so sit down and ask yourself, where did I learn this yelling from? If you are the one that beat, where did I learn this beating from? If you are the one that shame guilts your children, ask yourself such questions. They are very important. If you can identify those inherited parenting styles, then I'm telling you, you are on your way to raising emotionally and wholesome, sound children. Reflect on, were you parented with punishment instead of discipleship? Ask yourself, reflect on, how did your parents raise you? Were you being parented with punishment, or you are being parented with discipleship? Was love conditional on performance? You know, there are some parents that love their children based on performance. If you are that child, if you have, for example, you have 3 children, and the other child let me use the word trophy child, is the one that always takes first position in the class. As time goes on, you realize that your love, the energy you are putting on that child is different from the other children. Or if you have a child that is very respectful, you seem to favor that child more than others. So that is to say, you are also parenting on conditionally based on performance. You are parenting based on performance. And if you are doing so, you are really sowing a seed of discord in your family, knowing or unknowingly. So this is where generational cycles are exposed. If you sit down and reflect on all this, you realize that some things are being exposed. Always remember that you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So the second P is purpose alignment. Remember, I said I'll be rounding up the day one class with the 5 P's of parenting beyond patterns. So the second P, the first P, I say pattern awareness. The second P is purpose alignment. Parenting is not about control, it's about stewardship. Yes, it's about stewardship. So today I want to encourage I want to encourage all of us to always seek God's intent for our children. Not just follow cultural norms. Yes, always seek God's intent. Following the crowd sometimes lead us to where we don't even know, the destination we don't even know. So we have to be very careful in following the crowd or the cultural norms. Ask yourself questions What kind of adult am I raising? As a parent, always ask yourself, by what you are doing, by what you are modeling, ask yourself, what kind of adult am I raising? Secondly, what does God want from this child? You can't just parent alone. You need the direction of the Holy Spirit. You need the direction of God to help you know the purpose why He gave you that child. Always shift from reaction to revelation. So if you are that parent that is a reactive parent, always shift from reaction to revelation. Seek the face of God to show you how to raise this child. Don't forget that we have parenting manual in the Bible. Yes, God, His intention is for us to raise godly children. So always seek the face of God. And I'll also encourage us to create a parenting purpose statement. It will go a long way in our journey of parenting. Remember, parenting is hard. Not intentionally parenting is also hard. So choose your hard. Either way, it is hard. So you better choose your hard. So the third P is parent-child connection. Rules without relationship leads to rebellion. If you are that child that always set rules, always give rules, but you don't even have any relationship with your child, you should know that you are pushing that child to becoming a rebellion child. That is just it. That's just the truth. Me, I won't sugarcoat it. That's just the truth. If you are not creating relationship with your child, you are paving the way for that child to be a rebellion child. So it is very important to build connection, relationship with your child. Make sure you have this heart-to-heart bonding with your child. It is very important because it is you that the child will learn from before any other person outside. It is your voice that your child will always hears anytime he wants to do anything good. So if anything bad. So if you don't have this heart-to-heart bonding, how will it help your child when he is in between the deep blue sea? How? It is not possible. So you should also let your child know the difference between a child fearing you and feeling safe with you. Yes, if you are that parent that makes your child fears you anytime you are around, he's afraid of you, then you are on your way to regret. Regret. And let me tell you now, parenting is an 18-year curriculum. At 19, you start seeing the results. 19, it is not even when you are old. At 19, you start seeing the results of what you have done. That's just it. So you have to make your presence like make safe haven for your child. Then the fourth P is positive discipline. Discipline is discipleship, not punishment. Discipline is discipleship, not punishment. So I want to encourage us to stay away. Let's try by all means. It is not easy, and that is why they say parenting is a skill. You keep learning, relearning, and unlearning. Let's try by all means to stay away from yelling, shaming, or physical punishment. Please, let's try. I know it is not easy, but if you are intentional, if you know why and the reason why God gave you this child, then you will just have to handle these things I said. Then also be calm, clear, and consistent. Let your correction, if you are correcting your child, let it be clear, be calm, clear, and consistent. And also, if you are thinking, okay, if you said we shouldn't yell, what should we do? So let me give you an alternative of what to do. Natural consequences. Yes, in my house, I do a lot of natural consequences. There was a day my children did something. So I gave them natural consequences to what they did. Do you know that these kids want me to beat them? I say, me, beat you, so that the king will come back and be beating me. Yes. When I was beating my children, anytime I'm beating them and the cane used to beat me, I will feel that I don't even know how that thing used to happen. If I'm beating them, then like I'll also get 2 or 3 strokes of cane. I'll say, why now? Is it that I'm not holding the cane very well, or why is? And if the cane touch me, it used to pain me. So imagine your child. If you say you love your child, I believe this beating should be reduced. Please, let's try and reduce it. Just give them natural consequences. They were begging me, mommy, please beat us. Please beat us. And make sure that that offense is equivalent to the consequences you are giving them. Yes. For example, if you give them screen time and they went ahead and on the television before the time, then throughout that day, seize that screen from them. Like, let them know watch television throughout that day or 2 days. You can give them up to 2 days. These are natural consequences that the child will always remember. Yes. So the fifth, the last but not the least is of the piece is prayerful guidance. Always remember that you are not raising your child alone. You need the guidance of the Holy Spirit. You need the guidance of God. Be reminded to seek God dearly for wisdom tailored to each child. Each of your children are unique. Each of them are very unique. And if you understand that, then you treat each child like equally. You treat them equally. They are unique. I used to tell my parents that, you see, okay, we are 6 in number and I am the first child. I used to tell them that, see, look, all of us, there is one that is good at service. Yes, if you call that child, he will run all the errand for you. Appreciate that child on that level. There is one that is on his money. If you want money, if you just call, that child will send money. Appreciate that child for that gift. There is one, his one is affirmation. Is that child that will come and say, oh, I have the best mother, oh, thank you. Like, each of us have our unique differences. And if you understand that, then I am telling you, you will not have issue in your parenting. If you understand that your children are all uniquely formed right from the womb, then you will know that you are on the way to making your children unique also in their own way. So I am done with the day 1. And don't forget the 5 P's. Those 5 P's are the pillars that will help you to remember everything I've taught you in the day 1. So today, right now, we are going to dive into the day 2 of Parenting Beyond Pattern Masterclass. And the day 2 is all about tools for gentle but firm discipline in a digital world. Yes. Well, before I should start mentioning the tools for you, I will need to tell you why traditional discipline methods fail. Number 1 reason is they are rooted in fear, not instruction. Yes. Children obey out of fear of punishment, not understanding of right and wrong. Most of us, I know there are some parents that tried. Yes, there are some parents that tried, but most of us obey out of punishment. And reason why, if our parents are not around, we want to do the contrary. Then the second reason is, over time, fear breaks trust and causes children to hide their struggles. Remember, God doesn't parent us with fear. He draws us with love. So if you are that parent that always parent your children with fear, making them feel like you are one lion, no. Always in this parenting, it is just like our relationship with God. So if you realize how God is treating us, then you use the same grace to treat your children. That's just it. You use the same grace. The third reason why traditional discipline method fail is they confuse obedience with hard change. Many parents think a quiet child is an obedient child. No. Yes. No. They are just being quiet because of the fear you have instilled in them. If you are not around, they will do otherwise. True discipline trains the heart, not just the behavior. So it is the heart. Most of the time it's our heart that God sees. So if your child is that child that will do exploit in this world, then it is his heart. It is from the heart, not the way we are doing. You have to make the child knows that God sees his heart, and it is from the measure that which he used that God will also use on him. So we should make sure that we are not raising a present obedient child. Please, this is very important. And reason why you see our government is the way it is, the society is the way it is, because most of us are raised with just the presently obedient mindset, and which is very bad. It is very, very risky in this generation. Then remember, man looks on the outside, but God looks at the heart. I said it. God looks at the heart. So the number 3 reason why traditional discipline method fail is they lack emotional safety. Shouting, insult, and punishment create emotional wound. Yes, I am an example. I always tell people that I am that child that get, like, I am wounded with what? And reason why, when I begin healing, I am very careful with my words. Anytime I remember how words has wounded me, I'm careful on using word on my spouse, my children, or with even people outside. I am very careful using my word. So it creates shouting, insult, and physical punishment creates emotional wounds. Kids raised this way grow up struggling with self-worth, afraid to express mistakes, angry, and most times withdrawn. You realize that a child is withdrawing itself. You don't even know what is the reason why this child is withdrawing itself. These are the reason. What I just said is the reason. Remember, discipline should correct behavior, not damage identity. If you are disciplining your child, make sure you are doing it to correct that child's behavior, not to damage the child's identity, not to damage their self-worth. Please, some of our discipline used to damage our children's self-worth. We have to resist from that. Then the 4th reason why traditional discipline method fail is they don't work in this digital age. We are in a digital age, so it won't. Traditional method won't work. I repeat, traditional method won't work. Today's children are exposed to technology, they are exposed to social media, new pressures and temptation. Then how do you expect the traditional method to work in a digital age? No, it won't. All tactics don't prepare kids to navigate today's world with wisdom. Sorry. All tactics don't. It's never, and it won't. We as parents must evolve. Like, we must keep evolving our approach. We must keep evolving. If not, these children will shock us. Because, like, do you know that apart from in my house, you see my husband and my children, they are good with gadgets, good with laptops. But me, like this, I'm not good with laptops. My children are very good with laptops. So imagine if I did not intentionally want to be good with this, with gadgets, then they will surprise me one day. They will actually surprise us. So we have, as the world keep evolving, as parents also, we need to evolve. That's just it. Remember, you can't parent a touch screen generation with typewriter tactics. You can't. You can't. Yes, you can't. We are in a digital world, so you have to evolve. It is very important. Very, very important. Then the number 5th reason why traditional method fail is they model harshness instead of holiness. We all know it. I don't need to even emphasize on it. They model harshness instead of holiness. Do you know that our children are I remember someone telling me that these children of this generation, they go with snacks to school. They like the way do you even before can you even do I can't remember. I've never even gone to school with snacks. Sometimes if the school is closed, if my father did not come and pick us, we'll trek. For this generation, can your children even trek? They can't even trek. So the reason why the traditional discipline method fell the number fifth is it model harshness instead of holiness. Kids imitate how they are treated. The way you treat your kids, that's how they will grow and also treat their children. Before you realize, generation over generation, repeated pattern. Yes, because you can't give what you have, what you don't have. If they are corrected with harshness, they will grow up either. Yes. If they are corrected with harshness, they will grow up to correct everyone around them with harshness also. But if they are disciplined with love and respect, they will respect that model. Yes. It is what you showcase in your home that your children picked. It is what you model that your children picked. So now we are going to dive into the tools for gentle but firm discipline in a digital world. And I have put it in such a way that you understand and it will stick in your mind. Yes, because I believe in such kind of teaching because it is one of the easiest way to remember everything you have been taught. So I tag it as the 5 C's. 5 C's, the alphabet C. 5 C's of gentle but firm discipline. Number 1 C is clarity. Children need direction, not confusion. So we should learn to set a clear expectation ahead of time. Let them know what they will expect if they misbehave or did something outstanding. If you do not set clear expectation for your children, they will grow to be anyhow. And seriously, in this age of parenting, we don't need anyhowness parenting. We don't need it. If you are doing anyhowness in your parenting, please cease. Desist from it. Set clear expectation. Let them know that if they misbehave, this is the consequences they will have. They will get. Set this expectation for them. And if they do wrong, this is the reward they will receive. And also define boundaries. What is allowed, when, why, and what is not allowed. Please remember to make emphasis on the why. Because you can't give a child rule without giving him a why. You can't set a boundaries without giving that child a why. If there is no why, the child will not even take your rules. They won't take it seriously. So please make emphasis on the why in anything you want to, any rules you want to set. Let there be why. Any expectation, let there be why. Boundaries, let there be why. Example, we will only watch screen after work is done. And let it be so. Discipline starts with clear communication, not correction. You know, I used to tell people I am one person that loves communication. Like, communication is the bedrock for every relational every relationship. So if there is no communication, then that relationship will not be stable. That's just it. The number 2C is connection. Yes, I love connection so much because it is one of the most important tools in intentional parenting, connection. So the number 2C is connection. Connection without correction causes resistance. If you're that parent that always want to correct without connecting with your child, you're just making the child to be resistant to you, to your rules, to your orders. So you need to connect. It is very important. Build emotional safety before addressing behavior. If you are not able to build emotional safety, then how can you now address that child's behavior? And parents, sir, ma, how? Tell me how? You can't. You will just be lying to yourself. That's just it. And reason why some people will say, I did well, but why did my child turn out this way? There is somewhere that you've made mistake that you don't know. You know, sometimes when I sit down, I used to question myself, like I'm talking to myself. If there is anywhere I'm doing something that will affect this thing I'm doing, this parenting I'm doing, Father, Lord, please show me so that I will change. Because I don't want to come and hear some stories that touches the heart. Like just because of one thing that you couldn't stop doing and you kept doing it, that one thing can spoil everything. Remember there's this verse in the Bible that says we should get rid of the small foxes because they are the ones that spoil the vineyard. So those small things that we are doing, knowing or unknowingly, even if it is something you are doing secretly, I am telling you, you are sowing a seed. One day your child will just exhibit that behavior and it will remind you of how you have been doing also. And also affirm their word even when they are wrong. Even when your child is wrong, please make sure you affirm their word. Seriously, it will build their self-esteem and make them to be confident enough. Use empathy first. Anytime you want to correct, use empathy. Something like, I know you are upset, but let's talk about what happened. It is very important. And this also would make the child will learn how to communicate with people outside. Then the third C is consistency. Consistency. Discipline must be predictable, not emotional. Stay calm and consistent with your consequences. If you tell your child that if you don't do your homework, then you are not going with snacks to school for the next 1 week, please don't change. Don't cut it to 3 days. Sir, ma, don't cut it to 3 days. If you have mentioned it that it is 1 week, please let it be 1 week. Because if you come and cut it to 3 days, or if you don't even do it at all, your child will never take your word seriously. I am telling you, they will never take you serious, even let alone your word. Avoid threats. Avoid threats. Stop threatening your child. Anything, if you ask your child, if you tell your child, if you don't do this, you will receive this. Make sure that thing you ask that child to do, make sure that thing you told that child that you do, make sure you do it. If not, they will not take your word serious. Reinforce routine, not random reaction. Create routine. Routine is very good. Let there be routine in our house, in your house, in your homes, please. Creating routine is very good. It's a very good tool also in parenting and building a wholesome child. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Please, don't be that parent that will say, do as I say, but don't do as I do. Please always say what you mean and mean what you say. Number 4 is consequences. The number 4 C is consequences, not punishment in brackets. Consequences. Punishment is about pain, but discipline is about growth. Yes. Punishment is about pain. We all know it. If you are being punished, you are feeling that pain. But discipline is about growth, about love, about wholesomeness. Focus on natural or logical consequences. If they throw their toy, the toy will be taken away. Yes, I said it earlier. Let the consequences of what you are giving that child be like, let it be the same with the offense that child committed. Please, not if the child throw his toy, you want to stop him from taking snacks to school. No. If he throw his toys, he's not going to use the toy. You are taking the toy away. If they don't clean up, they lose playtime. Avoid shaming, yelling, and hitting. Please, let's try by all means to avoid this. I know it is not easy. Nothing good comes easy. Intentional parenting is not easy. And if you are not intentionally also, it's not easy. So either way, choose the one that you know will give you peace. Yes. Then the number five C is Christ-like guidance. Let your discipline reflect God's heart. Yes, God discipline us in love, not in wrath. That is why God gave us, like He gave us an option. See life, see death, choose the one you want. He's not forceful on us. Seriously, if you understand the nature of God and how God relates with us, it's the same grace that you use on your children. It is as simple as that. It is the same grace we use. We go to the presence of God anytime. In the toilet, sometimes in the toilet, we are in the presence of God. In the kitchen, we are like, God opened Him. He gave us grace to always come to Him. So you should open yourself to your children. Let them also come to you at any time. Let them come to you. Not that you have a particular time for them to come. No, that is not how God relates with us. We go to God at any time, in the night, midnight, walking on the street, and He is always ready and available. Please make yourself ready and available for your children. It is very important. Include prayer as part of discipline. Yes, include prayers. So if there is a habit that your child is trying to develop and you kept talking, you are not seeing any change, then go to God in prayer. There is nothing that prayer does not change. Go to God in prayers, please. So the next thing, after the 5 C's of discipline, but after the 4 C's of discipline in a digital world, I will now be discussing on the topic, and the next topic is managing screen time and digital distraction. We need to manage screen time in our houses, homes. We need to manage screen time. In my house, we don't, like, in the whole of a year, we do subscription only 4 times. I am not just, that's just true. If you just step into my house now and on the DSTV, there is no subscription. It's just 4 times in a year. If the children are on school session, there's no subscription for them. It is when they are on break before we do subscription. And even if they are on, there is screen time. They don't wake up randomly on tele. No. If you wake up, you must do some house chores. You can't wake up from your bed and the next thing you want to do is on the screen. No, it is not done in our house. They know it. And they did not die. Yes, they did not die. They have accepted it the way it is. In short, last week, they were begging us, we should please make sure the long vacation is coming. So we should try and do subscription for them. They are the one begging us. They are not entitled now. They don't feel entitled. They are begging us to do it because they were like, last holiday we did not do for them. So we should please do it for them this holiday. They are begging, not feeling like it is their right. No. So we should learn to create boundaries, let them know when to watch, what to watch, and the time to watch. It is very important also. And as a parent, we have to set up a tech-free zone. These are the tools I'm telling you. So set a tech-free zone. Like if you're eating, let there not be screen time. During bedtime, no screen time. You have to give them, like, you have to make this very clear. Let them know it's very clear. Then screen time limits. I've spoke about it. Timers, family rules. You have to give them rules also. My foster child started holding a phone when she was 18. Yes. It is this calculator phone self, not even smartphone. She started holding smartphone. It was when she got her admission into the School of Nursing. And because we know that she need that phone, because some of the information will be dropped on the WhatsApp group and so many things. And before we should hand, in short, if when she was using the other phone, when it is 8 o'clock, we seize phone from her. And I want to tell you, if you have a teen that is holding a smartphone, please, you have to be very, very intentional. When it's 8 o'clock, seize that phone from them. Keep it with you. Because when you are sleeping, that is when they are busy doing the atrocities, going to those sites that it is prohibited. And reason why they don't have enough sleep when it is morning, that's when they'll be feeling tired, sleeping, because they use their night to be going to sites that is not proper. Please, if you have a teen in your house, I don't know how it will sound, but I think this has helped me. It has helped me. Yes, it has helped me. Seize that phone when it is 8 o'clock. They don't need to sleep with their phone with them. Most especially if they're using smartphone. Please seize it. It is very, very important. And discuss the spiritual and emotional risks of unfiltered digital exposure. Please discuss it with them. Let them know. There are some sites that they don't need to go there. Discuss the risks and the effects. Let them know. And it all bounce back to family values. If you have a value that is governing your home, your children, there are some places. See, let me tell you, myself and my children, like, we are accountable to each other. If they just hear me mistakenly sing a worldly song, they say, "Mommy, you are singing worldly song." Or if I'm watching my, like, let me say I'm scrolling down my phone and a worldly song just pop. They say, "Mommy," I say, "I'm just scrolling now." So if they are singing, if they mistakenly sing, because seriously, I need to appreciate my children here. They hardly sing worldly song. So if they mistakenly sing, if I just look at them like this, they'll just say, "Oh, if one of them is singing," and that's I will say, "Helps me, are singing worldly song." Oh, and that's so values. It is what you model that your children will pick. That's just it. It is what you model that your children will pick. Then we have this thing, and then also, sorry, I will recommend tools and apps like Google Family Links and parental control settings. Yes, as a parent of a teen, you need to have this and you need to know this. Reason why I say, if you are still using the traditional method, you have to stop and start using the digital method. Yes, we are in the digital age. You have to know the family link and parental control settings. Know them, know how to use it. And also spiritual and practical tools to guide behavior. Daily declaration over your children, family devotion or affirmation time, using story-based teaching from the Bible. Yes, it will also help your children. It will help you also and help your children. So the last but not the least of what I'm going to say is how to discipline without shouting, yelling, shame or guilt. Yes, I'm going to round it up with this particular tool of how to discipline without shouting, yelling, shame or guilt. Number one, shift from punishment to training. Discipline means to teach, not to punish. If you understand it, it means to teach, not to punish. And also remember that what you not teach your child, please don't come and start punishing the child or yelling at the child because he did it wrong. You do not teach him, you do not put him through. How do you want him to know? So these are all what discipline is all about. Putting your child through, guiding your child. Like, these are discipline, not yelling. Thank you. I am live. Sorry, it just went off. Thank you. So your goal is not to make them feel bad, but to help them grow. So never you make your children feel bad. I'm telling you, if you are the type of parent that make your children feel bad, they will go out and also that people will just be making them feel bad. So make sure you are that parent Make sure you're that parent that help build your children's self-confidence and self-worth. Don't make them feel bad by your ways of um, discipline. Please use every challenge as a moment to coach, not crush. Please don't be the one to be crushing your children. Coach them. It is very, very good. Coach them. Number two, regulate yourself before you correct. If your child pisses you off or upsets you, please, you can just regulate yourself. Yes, you can't lead a child into calm if you are not calm yourself. Just calm yourself. I remember there's a story I wrote on Facebook of how my foster child left our gas on for more than 2 hours. When I came in and when I realized that, do you know that I was very angry. But do you know that I couldn't talk? I couldn't talk. I just went inside the room and sleep. Because if I'll say I'll talk, maybe it is only heaven that will help me. I might do what I am even teaching about. So what I just did, I just went to my room straight and slept. And that is how it just went. The next morning, I call her and I talk to her. So there is so many ways to calm yourself when your child upsets you. Pause, breathe, then pray. Like me, I'll pause and breathe, maybe sleep. Because sleep is one tool that helped me to calm down. Like even if I'm angry, if I sleep and wake up, I'll forget everything. Even if you make me angry, I'll forget everything. Tell yourself, I need a moment to calm down. Yes, I need a moment to calm down before I can talk to the child. That was the same thing I used. I went back to the room, I slept, then the next morning, I was calm and I spoke to her. And this teaches emotional regulation by example. Yes, it teaches emotional regulation by example. Then the number three of how to discipline without shouting, yelling, shame, or guilt is lower your voice, but raise your authority. A calm, firm tone is more powerful than yelling. Yes. Whispering in serious moments actually make kids pay attention better. So we should always, anytime we are tempted to raise our voice, please, let's calm down, Calm down. Be calming down. We will not die. If we calm down, we will not die. The fourth one is don't use shame or guilt. Shame says you are bad. Guilt says you made a bad choice. So instead, say, that choice wasn't respectful. How can we make it right? Oh, you are not a liar, but you did lie. What happened? I would tell my Adasa and Hepzibah. Adasa hardly lie. Yes, Adasa is one child that hardly lie. So anytime she lie, I'll remind Adasa, me, I know. Anytime something happened, I'll say, Adasa, I know you don't used to lie. So tell me the truth. What happened? Yes, this is how it is. You are not a liar, but you did lie. What happened? Avoid labels like bad boy. You always make me angry. Or you have disappointed me. Please, let's try to avoid all these bad labels so that we can raise a wholesome children for the society. Don't forget that the society is the product of the family. Yes, if you want to see the society, if you want a better society, then you should be a better parent. It all starts at home. Charity, they say, begins at home. So please, let's go back to the drawing board. Anywhere we know we are doing one or two things that are not it. We are not perfect. We are not perfect, but we are work in progress. So as time goes on, you keep dropping one or two things that affect your parenting. You keep dropping them. So let's be intentional, please. I beg us, let's be intentional. And let's remember that parenting is first about you before your child. It's first about you. You need to reparent yourself first before you can parent your child. And also remember that parenting is a skill. Learn it. Yes. And this I'll keep telling people. I learned parenting even before I should marry. Yes. Even before I paid that course that I paid for it. It was the church that was supposed to pay for me because I was the Sunday school teacher then in my before church. But because of the zeal I am feeling, because of the zeal I have, I couldn't wait for the church to pay. That was 2013. That course was 19,000. I removed 19,000 and paid for it. And when my pastor wanted to refund it, I said, sir, just leave it. And I think that was one thing that made my pastor to love me more. I said, sir, just leave it. This thing, in short, when after the class, I realized that I am the one that needed most, not even the church. That was how I didn't collect that money. So I've been paying for courses even before I should marry. It is not today. If I should sit down and make calculation of what I have spent, you will be surprised. It is not today. Since 2013, I buy books. One of my hobbies is buying books. And I'm telling you, so many things are hidden in books. And that is why they say if you want to, how did they put that? If you want to cheat Abi, destroy the African man, let it be in written. He will not even read because they know we don't like reading. I am telling you, between man and God, what that helped me in this life, apart from God, is reading. Yes. And that is why I don't play with it. I buy books, like I buy book for living. There are some books in my shelf, I've not even read them. And there are some that just of recent, I have ordered like close to 60 something thousand books for myself, for my husband, for my foster child, for our children. Yes. So reading is very important. You have to learn. Parenting is a skill. Keep learning. Keep learning. Whatsoever it is, learn, pay. I am in the inner cycle of my coach. Like, this is the third year. And every year she keeps increasing the price. And I still pay. I still pay. For this year, I paid 100,000 to be in the inner cycle. And the next cohort, she have added another 20,000. That's 120,000. And by the grace of God, I will still pay. So we don't know it all. We don't know it all. You have to learn. You have to be intentional. So this brings us to the end of our 2 days free masterclass on parenting beyond patterns. Come closer, let me tell you. This is just tip. Yes, this is just tip out of the many that I know by the grace of God. I'm going to, okay, sorry. If you want to get and know deeper, the Elect Parent Academy will be launched any moment, but the induction will happen 1st January. So as soon as I launch the Elect Parent, you that are in this, the apple of my eyes, I call you all the apple of my eyes. Like, I am not going to take you for granted. You are a very serious set of people to me because you believe in my little beginning, you believe in my vision. So for those of you that are here, when the academy is launched, I am going to give you discount of 20%, 20% discount. Yes, I'm going to give you 20% discount when it is launched, and you can pay it like installments. You can pay it gently, slowly before 1st June, because I understand how the country is. So I am giving you, like, now we are in June, so we still have like 6 months. You can take your time and pay it like installments. You can make an installment payment. No, just because it is you. I am taking you very, very personal. And this brings us to the end of the 2 days parenting beyond pattern masterclass. And I want to appreciate you once again. Thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for believing in my vision. And thank you for joining this class. You are the real deal. You are the real deal. I will never take you all for granted. In everything I'm going to do, this set of people, I will always give you discount. That's what I told myself. I will always give you discount. Thank you. And let me see in the comment section how this class went, what you've learned from this class, your take home, like so many things. Let me know in the comment section. Yes, you can chat me privately. And also, I don't know, I want to open the group chat, but scammers, I don't know. So you can chat me privately what you have learned from this class. Thank you once again and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like. For sharing, I know you can't, it will be hard for you to share because the class is unlisted. It's not for everybody. I remember there's someone telling me that she didn't see the notification of my life yesterday. I said because she's not in the group. So I unlisted it strictly for you. Even if I'll take in something, just small, like small clip, I'll just take from it. So you can't share it, but just do me a favor and like. If you haven't like, comment, and give me your take home notes, please. It is very important. Thank you, and I will be glad to see you all. I will be glad to see you all in the academy. In the academy, we are going to do more because it is a 5-month well-structured curriculum. So we are going to go deeper from the foundation to the finishing. So thank you and see you in the yard. Bye and have a wonderful day. Please, in the comment section, let me see the fire emoji, the green or the green or purple color emoji. Please, let me see it in the comment section to let me know that you really enjoyed this section. Yes, I want to see the green color emoji or the purple color emoji or the fire emoji. Yes, I want to see it in the comment section. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.